He's Chris Harrison. He's the host of The Bachelor, and he wanted to clear something up. He has a girlfriend. He's not engaged.
What I wanted to say is, what the hell's wrong with you guys?
Why?
Like, what group of guy friends does that?
I thought you were in love. Apparently you're not, Chris.
Now, see, that's something I would say on my show. You're good.
Are you opening your heart?
I'm here for the right reasons. I am on this journey, and I'm here for the right reasons.
Do you use any of the corny lines that you hear on The Bachelor? Have you ever used any of those in real life?
No. Although I will say this, and I can say this now because I am in love. I do have a wonderful girlfriend, not engaged. Breaking news.
Okay. Breaking news.
Thanks for throwing that on me, boys.
Chris Harrison.
But
in love.
I have broken up before. There's the lovely Lauren Zima from Entertainment Tonight. But when I was breaking up with someone before, I thought to myself, like, is this good TV? Is this good? Like, what's happening right now?
This is real.
Is the content good? And it kind of crossed my mind, and I was like, oh my God, what is wrong with you?
But I live my life thinking, can this be used on the show?
Right.
Okay, so I do think of the content.
I mean, it's been 20 years of this, so maybe it's not so abnormal, but that shouldn't be crossing your mind when you are breaking up with somebody.
I would think that'd be a little disingenuous if you say to her, hey, can we do it again? We got to get a reversal so they can get you crying.
It's not. I need two eyes when you go down. I really need to see both when you're crying. Yeah. No, when you have those thoughts like this, that's not good.
But you're always around love or attempted love.
Yeah.
So you're watching this
pretty much
happen
24/7.
Yeah, all the time.
Right.
Now, I would think that would make you either go, no, or yeah. Like, I want that feeling again.
Well, it makes me appreciate something normal. And I think that is the normalcy and just someone who I can have a normal existence with and get away from the crazy.
Do you find that guys watch the show but don't admit they watch the show?
They used to. I feel like more and more guys are now coming out of the closet. And I think a lot of that has to do with Howard Stern, Jimmy Kimmel. A lot of these athletes, NFL guys, are big fans of the show. But at first it was the, hey, like, my wife kind of watches the show. I've seen it a few times. Now the guys are just all in. The guys love it.
If you could pick athletes, who would be ideal to have on who's single?
Wow. I don't know. I don't know who's single anymore. I mean, because is Gronk still on the market or is he off?
He's got a girlfriend.
Yeah. So that's not really, it's kind of like me, it's like, we could break them up.
Yeah. But you're both in love.
Oh, yeah. So let's see. Who else? Who's single now? Because I feel like we're losing a lot of good men out there.
But what if you had, you could pick anybody with just their personality. Like, is it personality based?
You need a good story. Like, it would be a good story. If you did an athlete, a famous face, obviously someone that, the guys would want to be, women would want to be with, that kind of a guy. It's kind of like that George Clooney, Brad Pitt guy where guys want to hang, girls want to be with him. Who's that guy in sports? Who would that be right now?
How about Baker Mayfield? I think he might be married.
He just got married.
If he was single.
Baker Mayfield.
He would be great.
Be a dumpster fire.
But if you had Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, Patrick Mahomes, like, you could have the quarterback.
I know Jared.
Group.
Jared would be great. He's very quiet, though. He's a pretty quiet, reserved guy.
Does that ever work on The Bachelor?
Yeah, because it's not really as much about the guys as it is about the women. So Jared might actually be good. I know Jared. He might be a really good one. Who else? Dak.
Yeah, Dak Prescott.
Dak, would he do it for $30 million or would he turn it down?
Oh, I don't know. Are you surprised at that?
Yes and no. I mean, could he get more? But yes, but only from the Cowboys. Who else is going to pay him $30 million?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes him what, number 6 on the list of highest paid quarterbacks?
Yeah, I don't know what.
I think with Matt Ryan, I think it puts him right around Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Does he have the same resume as Matt Ryan?
No.
Maybe he has more upside of being young, but I don't know. I think $30 million is a pretty nice chunk of change for a year's work.
He's Chris Harrison. He is the Bachelor and Bachelorette host. And I guess are there punches thrown?
Tomorrow night. Yes.
Punches are
on
thrown.
Bachelor in Paradise, punches are thrown.
Okay.
By 2 models.
Okay.
Men.
Okay.
Male models.
What happened?
So these are 2 guys, Jordan and Christian, are on the beach there in Paradise, and somehow Clay is involved. Clay is one of our kind of football guys, and things get heated. And these 2 models, they go off. It was like a bad Zoolander.
And what happened?
I won't give it away, but
Did you get involved?
Oddly enough, no, I sat there. So this is really interesting. So the control truck, which is where I'm watching all of this go down, is, I don't know, it's like, say, a quarter mile away, about 400 yards up this hill. So I'm sitting there watching, and this other executive producer sitting next to me. And as soon as it happened, he runs out like he was shot out of a cannon to go break this up. You know, security's there, producers are there. And I just sat there watching. I mean, why? First of all, why are we breaking it up? Let them go.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's Mexico. I don't think there's any rules to this.
No.
And so let's see these two models. What are they going to do? Scratch each other to death?
Yeah, I'm surprised that they'd be throwing punches,
Yeah.
like maybe in their arm, like hitting you in the arm, not in the face.
It was very Zoolander. Like, no. Everything, shoulders and below.
Yes.
Keep it in, nothing in the face. But no, it got serious. And I don't want to give away the end of the fight, but one of the models really threw the guy, like impressively took him down, like octagon style, great takedown.
And what was this over?
It was over a piñata, Dan.
Of course. How many fights are started that way?
In Mexico,
Just
probably
today.
a lot.
Just today alone.
But truly, the fight was over a piñata. It goes deeper than the piñata. There was a woman involved,
Of
but
course.
the piñata that broke the camel's back was a piñata.
Well, how much? There's part of you has to show great restraint because you want content.
Yeah, and in all seriousness, we had to break it up, and we stopped it quickly before it got too serious because we can't have that. And yes, you want the emotion, you want these people to give you a good story, but that's not something we can tolerate. So we had to break it up, unfortunately. I would have let it go a little bit longer. That's just me.
Jimmy Garoppolo for The Bachelor.
Oh, he'd be good.
Oh, I'm kidding. That's a home run.
He's just up the road now.
Yeah, a home run.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's so handsome. Tom Brady had him traded tonight. Meet
You think that's why
Jimmy
Tom Brady had him?
Garoppolo.
He's too
I think he was
handsome.
too good looking.
He's too handsome.
There's something in Brady's contract. He has to be the best looking guy
I don't
on
think
there.
Tom Brady ever fears anybody in the handsome category.
I think, well, I don't know. I think he worried a little bit about Jimmy G.
Interesting. Not his skills. He's not going to replace me. That guy's too damn handsome.
I think he was a little nervous about Jimmy G on the field, too.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's funny.
But, you know, when you see these shows and everybody gets together and you're not quite sure what's going to happen,
Right.
have you ever had something where you go, nothing happened? Like that's not, your goal is to get something to happen.
Right. Well, it's scary when you produce a show and you create a show. You know, say it's a game show or what have you. There's a beginning, middle, and end. There's a goal you're going to reach, and this will have say Survivor, Dancing with the Stars, whatever it is. It's a bit of a game show. There is something you're going to get to. Well, with Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise, you have a goal, which is a relationship, but you're really left up to free will. You don't know if you're going to get that relationship, and so every time you go into Paradise, which is on tonight and tomorrow night, you hope. I mean, you hope these people are going to hook up. You hope you're going to get a relationship. You hope you're going to get something, but you're really not guaranteed. It really is a scary way to go into a show.
How did you know that you had the skills for this?
Really? What? I don't even know what skill set it is.
No, I am curious.
I don't think I really have any discernible skills.
Because I would have a hard time not going, shut up. Or, come on.
It is hard. I think, being a dad and being of the age I finally am, I think I've learned some patience. But sometimes it is hard not to just grab them by the scruff of the neck and say, come on, man, pull it together. Or to these young ladies, same thing of what are you doing? But watching this unfold is fascinating. I think that's one of the great things about the show is we're all watching something we've all been through. We've all been that young man, young woman who's made those dumb mistakes. And for a lot of us, we still do. We still make really dumb mistakes. And so to watch other people go through something we can really relate to is fascinating.
But how much how much homework do you do? Do you investigate everybody? Because this last dude had like 3 girlfriends and...
I'm honestly really more worried about my fantasy drafts and golf and soccer and football and all that than I am the show. I leave that up to the pros. But the tough thing about, honestly, The Bachelor and Bachelorette, you can do a background check. Legally, that's easy to dive into. Does someone have a felony or something like that? The big picture stuff is easy. It's like you guys just buried me. Does he have a girlfriend? Is he engaged? Or whatever. There's stuff that is in that gray area of does he have a girlfriend? Well, all these people are young and good looking. So they've all dated. How long ago is too long? How short is too short? Well, he broke up with her here. Well, According to her, they're not broken up. There's no way to really tell. So you kind of have to take people for their, at their word to a certain degree.
How surprised were you that this guy had?
So Jed is who we're talking about.
Yeah.
So Jed came back, and he's a Nashville country singer. He did a dog jingle, and then now he brought a guitar to. Here's the thing, ladies. When a guy shows up at your proposal with a guitar, run.
Yeah, but he's auditioning for Nashville.
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't care about The Bachelor.
Exactly. And so, yeah, he showed up with a guitar, and he admitted as much, that he came on to actually promote his career. And then he fell in love with Hannah, and then this girlfriend came out of the woodwork. And again, you don't know if she's coming for her 15 minutes of fame, if it's real. So it's really hard to figure it out. But that, again, the show's never been predicated on the fact that it guarantees that it's successful. You have to figure that out. As the Bachelor, the Bachelorette, Jimmy Garofalo's got to figure it out. You have to read the defense. You have to figure it out. Are those corners cheating in?
How many weddings have you been invited to?
A lot. Yeah. I just missed one last night, actually, for to be here. No, I was working on another project.
You're welcome.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. It was up in Newport, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
We would have been crossing each other. No, so Ashley and Jared got married from our show. They met on the beaches they met on the show, and then in Paradise they fell in love, and they ended up getting married last night. So, but got a dozen to 15 weddings we've had off this show.
What do you bring as a wedding gift?
I go on to their registry, and that is the tough part, because obviously of who I am, I just have to tell my assistant, just pick the most expensive thing, just do it.
Oh yeah,
yeah, just.
Well, you just put it in the budget.
Well, because
right?
it's like when you go out,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so if you're kind of obscure and no one knows you, you leave your typical 20% tip.
Oh yeah.
But if they're like, Dan Patrick, love the Dan Patrick show, you're great.
That's at least 5% more on the
exactly.
tip, right?
And as soon as a waiter does that, I'm like, I'm dead.
Yeah.
They're like, why? I'm like, well, now I got to leave a big tip. Because I have a fear of being judged.
Oh.
I have a fear of not, like, as soon as I leave, I want that waiter to go, wow, he's really generous. He's a nice guy.
So you judge for a living.
Yeah.
On The Bachelor.
And so I feel that.
Yeah.
And so when they're opening up their wedding gifts, I want them to say, damn, that's a nice pressure cooker. Harrison's a really good guy. When we're steaming some chicken, that's our guy.
I think of Chris Harrison.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, once again, he is in love. He's opened his heart, but he's not engaged.
She's a great woman. I'm in love.
How long have you been in love?
We've been together for a year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good run.
If your kids are signing off on it?
Kids are, yes, Dan.
Okay, I just want to.
No, Josh and Taylor.
How's it feel?
Josh
when
and Taylor
ask these questions?
Josh and Taylor are on board. Of course, my son is 17 going into his senior year, so I can tell you how much he cares about my life.
0?
Yeah, I mean, a big 0. So yeah, we're launching into our senior year. We're doing the college thing, and I got a daughter who's going into her sophomore year. It's crazy.
And so tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night. ABC, Bachelor in Paradise. Tomorrow night's really the big piñata.
That's when the fisticuffs.
That's the quinceañera. That's where it all goes down. Yeah, it's good. If you want to watch two models go at it.
He keeps saying models a little too much for me. Like, I wouldn't watch two guys fight, but these are two models.
Right.
So they're good-looking guys who can't fight.
Yeah, it's models. It's pretty good.
Yeah. McLovin, you got one question for Chris, and then that's it.
My wife has been texting me all interview, and I don't think you're allowed to say, but when are you going to announce the next Bachelor?
We're going to wait until towards the end of Bachelor in Paradise, because we have some guys that are there, including Big Mike, who arrives tonight. Tonight or tomorrow night, Big Mike shows up. He's obviously one of the contenders. So we're going to let this play out, see if anybody pops off Paradise. And then obviously with Tyler, who went off and kind of dated Hannah, and then he ended up on a date with Gigi Hadid.
I know.
In New York. So
Hello.
It's like, okay, is he going to be the Bachelor or is he going to date Gigi Hadid?
It's a win-win.
I can really see the Danettes. This setup, this
Chris,
Rich Eisen setup is tough.
Chris, will you tell me afterwards if you know? Can you just tell me off camera? Not that.
What? Tell.
Yeah, you know who it's going to be.
Yeah, you can trust us to keep your
Of course
secret.
I know who it's going to be.
Yeah.
So you can tell me.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys. In 3, 2.
1. Well, it's Chris Harrison, The Bachelor, tonight and tomorrow night. Fist will fly. A piñata gets broken open, and somebody opens their heart to love.
You just summed up my entire life.
It's great to see you.
Good to see you.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.